हेलो बच्चों, गुड मॉर्निंग. We have started this lesson, The Rat Trap, written by Salma Lagerlöf, a Swedish writer. In this story, we have seen that there is a peddler who has stolen 30 kroner from a crofter, and in order to save himself, he enters into a forest, into a woods, and in the woods he coincidentally reaches at Ramso Ironworks, where he wanted to pass the night. He takes permission from the master blacksmith, but suddenly the owner of the factory comes for inspection and he finds him Niels Olaf. He thinks that he is Niels Olaf, and uh, Captain Van Stahle. So he requests the owner of the factory uh, request him to come with him at his home, but he denies. He says that he is okay here in the factory and he will not go in his home. Although he requests very much, but every time the peddler says no. And after then he means the owner of the factory went to his home and he sends his daughter. So now his daughter comes and he was sleeping there. He was sleeping there and his big hat was on his uh, face, which had covered his face. So it was not more than half an hour before they heard the sound of carriage. It was not more than half an hour before they heard the sound of carriage wheel outside the forge. A new guest came in, but this time it was not the iron master. He had sent his daughter. So now iron master has sent his daughter because this Christmas they wanted a guest. They wanted to celebrate the Christmas with a guest. That's why now iron master has sent his daughter, and apparently hoping that she would have better powers of persuasion than himself. And he was thinking that probably his daughter has better power of persuasion. Persuasion means requesting. Probably her daughter would be able to persuade the peddler properly to come home. She entered, followed by a valet carrying on his arm a big fur coat. She was not at all pretty, but seemed modest and quite shy. In the forge, everything was just as it had been earlier in the evening. The master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench, and iron and charcoal still glowed in the furnace. The stranger had stretched himself out on the floor and lay with a piece of pig iron under his head and his hat pulled down over his eyes. As soon as young girl caught sight of him, she went up and lifted his head. So what young girl did? Young girl directly went to him and lifted his head. His head was on his face. The man was evidently used to sleeping with one eye open. Yeah, this was the quality of this man. That this man, means this peddler, used to sleep with one eye open. He jumped abruptly and seemed to be quite frightened. He suddenly jumped up and now he was very frightened. He was very afraid because uh, he was a thief. That's why he was afraid. He probably thought that he had been caught. My name is Adela Wilmanson, said the young girl. So what is the name of daughter of Iron Master? Adela Wilmanson. My father came home and said that you wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight. And then I asked permission to come and bring you home to us. I am sorry, Captain, that you are having such a hard time. So she said that I am sorry that you are suffering, you have hard time, you have become poor, but I am here to receive you and please come with me at home. Don't sleep here in the factory. She looked at him compassionately. Compassionately means sympathetically with her heavy eyes, and then she noticed that the man was afraid. She noticed that this man, this peddler, was afraid. Either he has stolen something or else he has escaped from jail, she thought. She thought in her mind, probably uh, he has stolen something, that's why he is very afraid, or maybe he has escaped from jail, that's why he is very afraid. So she said, you may be sure, Captain, that you will be allowed to leave us just as freely as you came. So she assures peddler that whenever you uh, you will realize that you should not remain in the house, you you will be allowed to go, means you are free. If you will not feel comfortable in my home, you may go anytime. Only please stay with us over Christmas Eve. We want that at Christmas Eve, stay with us. She said this in such a friendly manner that the rat trap pillar must have felt confidence in her. And she said this thing so uh, friendly that Peddler had confidence in her. Now Peddler started believing in her. Peddler thought that probably she is right. If there will, if he will not find comfort in the house, he will go. Peddler thought this. It would never have occurred to me that you would bother with me yourself, miss, he said. I will come at once. So Peddler said, miss, I never thought that my decision to stay at the factory will bother you. Bother means will disturb you, bother you. Then he says, I will come. He accepted the fur coat which the valet handed him with a deep bow, threw it over his racks, and followed the young lady out to the carriage, without granting the astonished blacksmith so much a glance. Now, Master Blacksmith was very much surprised because Master Blacksmith has not welcomed him, even not said any single word of politeness. But here he was very much surprised to see that owner of the factory himself was persuading him, and his daughter has come to request him to come home. So this thing was very surprising for Master Blacksmith. But while he was riding up to the manor house, he had evil forebodings. Now he was going to manor house. Manor house is house of iron master, owner. He has evil foreboding. Evil foreboding means bad thoughts, bad feelings were coming in his mind. Why the devil did I take the fellow's money? He was thinking that he should not take money of that person, means crafter. If suppose he had not taken that money from the crafter, he would have been very happy. But now he is a thief, and there is always the chance that he may be caught. That's why he was very much afraid. He was thinking that he should not have taken that money. Now I am sitting in the trap and I will never get out of it. He was knowing that he was sitting in the trap. He is actually caught in the trap and he is not going to come out of that trap. He was knowing this. The next day was Christmas Eve, and when the ironmaster came into the dining room for a breakfast, he probably thought with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade whom he had run across so unexpectedly. So when ironmaster came into the dining room for breakfast next day, so he was very much satisfied that his old regimental comrade was also with him. First of all, we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones, he said to his daughter. So Ironmaster said that first thing we should do, that he must become healthy because he is very lean and thin. Who was busy at the table? And then we must see that he gets something else to do than to run around the country selling rat traps. And second thing, we must think that he must get some job. He must not do the work of selling rat traps in the cities or in the villages. He must get some work. So two things he said. First thing, he must be healthy, and second thing, he must not sell rat traps. Instead of this, he must get some work. It is queer things. Queer means strange things. I have gone downhill with him. I badly at that, said the daughter. Daughter said that probably very strange and uh, bad things had happened with Captain Van Stahle. Last night I did not think there was anything about him to show that he had once been an educated man. So she also says that last night when I met, I found that he was without manners. Father is saying here, although he was once very educated man. You must have patience, my little girl, said the father, as soon as he gets clean and dressed up. So father says that have patience, let him take a bath, let him dress up properly, then you will find him very educated and full of manner. You will see something different. Last night he was naturally embarrassed. Yes, last night he was without manner and his talking was not like as an educated person, because last night he himself was very much embarrassed. The tramp manners will fall away from him. So his manner was tramp manner. Tramp manner means gypsy manner, means low people, mean people's manner. So father says to daughter that his bad manners will go away when he will take a shower, he will clean himself, and he will wear good dresses, then tramp manners will go away with good clothes. Just he said this, the door opened and the stranger entered. Yes, now he was truly clean and well dressed. So when strangers entered into the dining hall, he was now very clean. He washed himself, bathed himself, and now he had dressed up properly. The valet has bathed him. Valet means servant. Valet has bathed him, cut his hair, and shaved him. Moreover, he was dressed in a good looking suit of clothes which belonged to iron master. And he was dressed up with the clothes of iron master. He wore a white shirt and a starched collar and whole shoes. Whole shoes means big shoes. So he was now properly dressed up. But although his guest was now so well groomed, the iron master did not seem pleased. But when iron master sees this fellow, this stranger, he was not happy. He looked at him with puckered brow. He was now very much anxious and very much angry. Puckered brow means angry. And it was easy to understand that when he had seen the strange fellow in the uncertain reflection from the furnace, he might have made a mistake. But that now, when he stood there in broad daylight, it was impossible to mistake him for an old acquaintance. Now he understood that in the night actually he had mistaken him as Mr. Niels Olof or Captain Van Stale. Actually he was not Captain Van Stale because in the broad daylight he was able to see him clearly that he was not Captain Stale and he had just making a mistake. What does this mean? He thundered. He shouted. He said, what does this mean? The stranger made no attempts to dissimulate. Dissimulate means to discard his allegation. He saw at once that the splendor had come to an end. Now Peddler was knowing that all the charm, all the splendor, all the magnificence, all the glamour he had of Captain Van Stale had gone suddenly, had gone from him. He simply and very politely said, it is not my fault, sir. Peddler says, it is not my fault, sir. I never pretended to be anything but a poor trader. I never said that I am Captain Van Stale. I never said. I never pretended that I was Niels Olof. I always tried to show you that I was a poor trader and I pleaded and begged to allowed to stay in the forge. I requested many times. I begged that I wanted to remain in the factory, not in your house. But no harm has been done. At worst, I can put on my rags again and go away. But okay, please don't be angry. Don't be angry on me. If you want, I will wear again my rags, again my torn clothes, again my rags, and uh, uh, went away from here. So please don't be angry. Well, said the ironmaster, hesitating a little, it was not quite honest either. You must admit that I should not be surprised. So, ironmaster says, you are not saying all the things honestly. Actually, you are not telling everything. You must admit. You must admit what you have done. And I am not surprised that you have done. And now sheriff will come. Sheriff. Sheriff means police, means in countryside, sheriff. So now sheriff will come and he will discuss the matter with you. Means police will come and police will discuss. The tramp took a step forward and struck the table with his fist. The tramp means peddler. So peddler says, "No, sir, don't hand over me to sheriff. This is not my fault. Now I am going to tell you, Mr. Iron Master, how things are," he said. "The whole world is nothing but a big rat trap." He says to Iron Master that whole world is like a big rat trap. Peddler says, "Mr. Iron Master, whole world is like a big rat trap. All the good things that are offered to you are nothing but cheese, rinds and bits of pork set out to drag a poor fellow. And all the good things which are offered are like cheese, just like in order to trap uh, a rat, what we do, we just put good things, good and eatable things, attractive things for rats. So in the same way, all the attractive things in the world are like cheese, and they trap poor people. They trap these good and attractive things, actually they trap poor people into trouble. And if the sheriff comes now and locks me up for this, then you, Mr. Ironmaster, must remember that a day may come when you yourself may want to get a big piece of pork, and then you will get caught in the trap. He says, "Okay, okay, let the sheriff come, let the police come and lock me up. If he will put me in lockup, it's okay. I am poor person and the sheriff will come and arrest me and put me in the lockup. It's okay. But remember this thing, that this whole world is like a big rat trap, and one day will come. The day will come when you yourself will will be caught in a trap, when some good thing will be offered to you and you will caught in that trap." The Iron Master began to laugh. At this, Iron Master began to laugh. "That was not so badly said, my good fellow. Perhaps we should let the sheriff alone on Christmas Eve. Actually, we should call only sheriff for this Christmas, not you. But now get out of here as fast as you can." "Okay, I will not. Sheriff is coming for Christmas, and Sheriff will celebrate Christmas with us. So, as fast you can run away from my home. Go, go, as fast as you can run." But just as the man was opening the door, the doctor said, "I think he had to stay with us today." So now he was going, he was just uh, about to go. Doctor said, "We are to stay. He should stay with us, father. I don't want him to go." And with that she went and closed the door. She closed the door. Daughter closed the door. She said that he should stay with us. "What in the world are you doing?" said the father. Father said, "What are you doing?" The daughter stood there quite embarrassed and hardly knew what to answer. That morning she had felt so happy when she thought how home-like and Christmassy she was going to make. So that night, means previous night, she was so happy that this Christmas she will have a guest and she will celebrate this Christmas home-like. But things have become worse. Poor hungry wretch. She could not get away from the idea all at once, and that was why she had interceded for the vagabond. She wanted to celebrate this Christmas with this person. Whether this person is good or bad, this person is tramp or vagabond, whether this person is Nilolaf or not, it does not matter to her. She was thinking that she had gone to request this person to come. Now she has invited this person in her home. So she wanted to remain with her and celebrate that Christmas with the peddler, and she wanted to give respect to that peddler as a guest. I am thinking for this stranger here, said the young girl. He walks and walks a whole year long, and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he is welcome and can feel at home. This is stranger, this is peddler. He walks a whole day here and there, and there is no place where he gets shelter or he is welcomed. He is welcomed nowhere. Wherever he turns, he is chased away. Wherever he goes, he is chased, he is followed. Actually, police follows him. Always he is afraid of being arrested. Always there is a fear that he will be arrested and cross-examined. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us here. So, daughter requests a father, I want him to enjoy here at least one day, and that is on Christmas Day. I want him that at least whole life he has been chased, he has been followed, and there was not a single day when he has remained relaxed. But I want that this day he should pass peacefully and happily. Just one in the whole year. She said this. Okay, बच्चों. We will discuss the question. Thank you.